Hey, happy day. The Republican convention going on now. Wow, the energy, what a production. There's all kinds of action there. And Elon Musk, he's donated $45 million a month. I'm assuming that's up till the election, which is 3 months, which is a lot of dough, to the Trump campaign. And this is a guy that owns X, formerly Twitter, and Twitter is a big deal. And Trump is back on Twitter. So a little bit. He needs to kind of go back on there a whole bunch more. I think he had like 80 million followers on Twitter before he was evicted, kicked off, and so on, as you know the story. So he's now got freedom of press with regard to Twitter, and even CNN. It's remarkable. I've been watching CNN a little bit, and the coverage is good, particularly on the convention. People on the right, some people, I'm extreme right, by the way, but some people on the right are saying CNN and all these other leftist people aren't giving coverage. That's actually not accurate. CNN is giving, I think, pretty good coverage. They get in their little snide remarks, of course, every now and again, but for the most part, it's there to watch, and certainly they have the videos. And so, Elon Musk, that's kind of an interesting story. Now, Democrats, they compare Donald Trump, and they have been doing this for several years, to Adolf Hitler, the monster who murdered 6 million Jews. Close to 100 million people died because of Adolf Hitler. And they compare him to Donald Trump. They've been doing this for quite a while. What's up with that? I mean, they also call him a white supremacist, a fascist, an authoritarian dictator. He's a threat to democracy. He's a threat so great, that democracy itself will cease to exist should he be elected again. You know what? They're hypocrites. They can't tell the truth. They're pathological liars. Don't let a fact get in your way ever. If you can't tell the truth, it's best just to don't say anything, kind of close your mouth. Be quiet, but talk less. That'd be good. As president, Trump named 3 Supreme Court judges and 234 judicial nominees to seats on the most critical benches across the nation. 234. I mean, liberals had these seats, and all of a sudden they have conservatives in those seats, and they have a better view of the law, better understanding. They're better, just all the way around, including 54 judges who reshaped the makeup of federal appeals courts. And, that's important stuff. One thing is clear. He's just getting started. Give him another term and he'll make the country great again. He truly will. Other countries, look at Canada. All the judges there are appointed by the Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister, he's so far left, he's tipping over, and he's appointing judges. And all the people before him, of course, did the same thing. Biased liberal judges. They don't get elected in Canada. I think Great Britain is the same. It's not very nice. Now, Biden. Keeping up, are we? Biden, he wants a constitutional amendment to end immunity for presidents, and he wants term limits for Supreme Court justices, and of course he's talked about enlarging the Supreme Court, because these guys are doing things that I don't like, he says, and if you can't do my opinion, you shouldn't have an opinion at all. And what a guy. He said, I want a constitutional amendment for immunity. That's why it really stands out to me. He needs it, because if Trump gets in, and someday, if Trump doesn't, someday, some Republican will. And they'll go after him, because his family's worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and he's been a civil servant all of his life. I think his average salary over the course of 50 some odd years is like $100,000 a year, and they're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. How did you get it? These guys are as crooked as a dog's hind leg, and they probably sleep in grain elevators, don't you know? And wow. And he's asking for immunity. Let me tell you about Aaron Burr. Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton. Aaron Burr was the vice president of the United States of America, and Alexander Hamilton was an interesting guy. There's a play out now called Hamilton. I went to it in Las Vegas a year ago. It's an interesting thing. That's another story. But in any event, they had a duel. And duels were getting to be illegal in a lot of places. But they had one, and the vice president killed Hamilton. Boom, and he was dead. So obviously Aaron Burr won the duel. But then he went back to Washington, D.C. as fast as he could because he was immune from prosecution. He was immune. He was a vice president, and he was immune. And now you have Biden, everybody still yipping and yapping and blah. Hey, y'all come back, because right is right, left is wrong. And when you watch this convention, I don't know, it just kind of makes you feel good. Will I watch the Democrat convention? A little bit. I'll take some Valium, I suppose, and tie myself to a chair. And I guess I can probably get away with watching a little bit of it. Laura Trump, she impressed the heck out of me in her speech. I'm still rambling here because I'm reminiscing, I'm thinking back. And she was good. Most of the speakers were impressive. I liked the little dog too. But Laura Trump, she if Democrats were watching, she just might have scored some points. Hey, y'all come back. See ya.